So sometimes in life, we're criticized by the people around us. Some of it is good, and some of it not so much. But I'd like to talk a little bit about how you can take all criticism that comes your way and turn it into a positive to help change your life and push you to where you want to go. So it's easy to surround yourself with people that are good for you, good people in your life, positive influences that will look at the things you do and then criticize you accordingly based on things that they see that you could do differently to be a better person. They do it because they care about you, but sometimes they also sugarcoat it so you don't get so hurt or upset when they have something to tell you. Obviously, we take this criticism pretty well most of the time. I guess it just depends on who you are as a person. But oftentimes when we ask somebody how we're doing or what they think about something, we want them to tell us the truth. And when we hear the truth, whether it be a sugar-coated, watered-down version of it or the absolute truth, we take it better. We appreciate that person opening up to us and being honest with us, and then we use that to motivate ourselves to do better. And then there's this negative criticism, which oftentimes comes from people who have nothing invested in you and are able to talk negatively about you. And they criticize you for the sake of being negative. I don't think this one happens as much because to me, criticism, in and of itself is meant to be a positive thing. When I criticize people, even though it does sound like a nasty word, I always do it for the benefit of them because I want to help them. I want to see them succeed. I want to see them go far. So negative criticism comes along when you set out to do something, you accomplish something, and then someone you don't know comes along and just puts you down. Sometimes people just put you down to put you down. They really have no reason to do so. But I'm here to tell you now, you can build from that too. I think a mistake that happens with us, because it's very easy to have this happen, is when people just talk badly about you or put down on your work or put down on things that you do. It's easy to get wrapped up in this idea that you're not good enough. But I promise you that every single person who was ever successful had to overcome those obstacles in which people criticize them and put them down. It's the successful people that rise above that criticism and take that criticism and use it as a fuel to drive them to success. So when someone criticizes you, when someone goes out of their way to criticize you, don't look at it as a way of you not being good enough or falling short. Look at it as a way of you to get better. I guess I know that in my life it's been hard for me to take some of those things that are really negative from negative people and turn them into a positive. It's never an easy thing because most of the time we're filled with, maybe resentment or just a misunderstanding of why some people are so cruel. And I'm here to tell you that you'll never have a full understanding of why someone is cruel and why someone puts down on you and why someone doesn't think that you should pursue your dream or chase your goal or that you're not good enough. But you don't need a why all the time. You don't need to know why people do it. You just need to know how you're going to take it and make it into a positive. Because once you're able to overcome those barriers, you're going to soon find that those things affect you less and less. The first time it happens, when you set out to do something and the first time someone puts down on you, it hits you the hardest because you're trying to succeed and immediately out the gate, you're already being put down on. But what else do you expect? You're just starting. You're not good at it yet. You have to get better. You have to earn the respect of people. You have to rise above it if you want to be successful. And if you don't, you will continue to fail. That's one part of success that is really hard to grasp. That criticism, letting it in, taking all the criticism you get as a positive. You just trust me on this because I've seen too many people fail because they were told so many times that they weren't good enough, and then eventually they believed it. You are good enough. All of us are good enough. Whatever we apply ourselves to, we can be successful in it. It just takes time and resiliency. And resiliency is so important because we forget what we're capable of. And we let other people tell us that we're not capable of it. So next time someone puts down on you or makes fun of you or says you can't do it, Do it better. Not for them, but for you. Don't think about them. Think about how it's going to benefit your life and how much better your life is going to be once you get better. Don't let the criticism tear you down. Let it lift you up, and you'll be successful. Talk to you guys tomorrow.